Hi, this is Little Scream, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I'd like to welcome you to our interview with Little Scream. Hello.
Hi.
How are ya?
Great. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for taking the time to have a chat.
Yeah. No, I have to talk right here. Okay.
So it's an exciting time for you because you're soon releasing a new album called Cult Following. So just tell me a little bit about the album, how long it's been in the works, just how pumped you are to get it out there.
Well, first of all, I'm very pumped to get it out there. I worked a really long time on it. It's definitely a labor of love, and I spent about 2 years recording it, and then it took a while to, get all the wheels in motion to get it out. So it feels awesome to finally have it be ready for other people to hear it.
What was one of the most fun or coolest moments you had making the album when you kind of reflect back and look on the whole experience?
I think, well, for me, one of the coolest things was I had one of the most empowering parts of this record was that I learned how to use recording software and to do a lot of the stuff on my own. I worked with a bunch of amazing musicians and engineers and different people, but then there are big chunks of the album that I just worked on my own. And I know that sounds boring. It's actually, like, process-wise very boring, but also is really empowering and fun for me, and gave me a whole other, I could just get a lot deeper with the ideas that I had and try lots of things out that I don't think I could have done otherwise.
Well, you shared a video for Love as a Weapon, and it's super trippy.
Yeah.
What was it like making that? Did you help out with the choreography? Was that kind of
there was
on
a real choreographer involved. His name is John Mark, and the director Dan Hiding. They're all out of Minneapolis. So I went down to Minneapolis for 3 days. We just actually shot over 2 days, and they had a terrible snowstorm like the day after I arrived.
Oh, wow.
So it was, of all the places that I could have shot a video in winter, we chose there during a snowstorm. And the choreographer who, was the one who came up with all the dance moves and taught me how to do them like the day or two before we shot those dancing scenes. And I love dancing, but I never tried to do real choreography before.
Yeah.
So that was a challenge for me to be like, oh, you do this and then. But the rest of the dancers are all pro that are in that video, and they were amazing to work with.
You share some really groovy dance moves in the video.
Yeah,
what was one of your favorites to either learn or your favorites that you now incorporate into either your show?
That's a good question. I definitely, there's a sequence thing, like hand movement thing that is a little bit voguey, that I really enjoyed doing, and that's probably the most signature part of those moves. So like the intro. I can't do it now with the mic in my hands, but just watch a video and you can
watch the video.
Check it out.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun.
Well, you have a song called Someone Will Notice, and there's this opening line, which is sometimes they are cruel, and by that I mean all of the time. Mm-hmm. It's just such a good line. I love it. So can you just tell me about the story behind it? What's that kind of mean to you?
Yeah, it's a story. It was a song that was inspired by the story of a Canadian girl who killed herself after being bullied for a long period of time, but this song was inspired not by the fact that she ultimately ended her life, but by the fact that she had the courage to share her story beforehand. And the series of note cards is just a really, many people are aware of it. It's Amanda Todd is her name, and you can, find out about her by looking it up and just seeing the message that she had the courage to share. And I just was thinking about, I just kind of wrote that right after seeing that message that she left, and I guess just responding to the courage that she had in sharing it, because I think a lot of people have similar experiences and have things like that happen to them, but just the fact that she shared it with people was a really big gesture, and that's where that song came out of. So it's a pretty dark and heavy place, but I guess it was just like that was her communicating with us, and that was my communicating back in a way, and and just writing from that voice, I guess.
I remember when that happened, and it was headlines everywhere, and I saw it in almost every form of media, but never a song. So it's really amazing that you took that and kind of put your thoughts onto it.
Yeah, and I actually just looked it up recently, now that the record's finally coming out after that time period, and there's another piece of music actually that somebody had, I think it's more of a classical thing, but that was inspired and also in her name. So, I mean, I'm glad just if people can remember, if it can help remember that, but also not just for her, but for everyone else who has similar experiences. And I think that it's just an important thing to I think just to be aware of how we can support each other.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Well, just going back to the album title,
Yeah.
I was wondering, what are you a cult follower of?
Oh, that's a really good question. I get really nerdy about a lot of different things.
Okay.
And I think like that, I mean, the title for me is about how relationships can be kind of culty sometimes, and that anything you put your faith in a kind of unquestioning way, and you give yourself ideas about what it's supposed to be versus what the reality of it is. And I mean, but also I just thought that cult following is a funny title as well. So it's like both kind of heavy and light at the same time.
Yeah.
I hope.
And your hometown is Montreal?
I live in Montreal,
Yeah.
but I'm originally from Iowa.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Montreal. I've been there
Yeah.
4 or 5 times. I just have a great time every time I'm there.
Yeah.
But now that you live there, what are some of your favorite things about the city?
I love how community oriented it is. It's a city, but it doesn't feel like a big city, and you just I just love the really neighborhoody vibe of it. It's almost like multiple small towns in one big city, and I guess a lot of places are like that, but Montreal really feels that way to me. There are great bagels and
Definitely.
really good. I just love the vibe of the city. It's great, and I have a lot of great friends there. Really cool community of musical, creative people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, to wrap everything up today, is there anything you want to say to your fans who are going to be viewing the interview?
Oh, hello, and thank you for listening. And I'm really excited to get out there and start playing these songs for you. So come out and check me out on tour. We'll be out on the road a bunch in the next couple months. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Awesome. Just thank you so
Yeah.
much for your time today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
My pleasure. And remember, to everyone viewing, visit us at musicblogya.com for exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite artists. We'll see you next time.
Bye.